The movie opens in Costa Rica, where we see a team of scientists arrive at a cave. We are introduced to the leader of the expedition, Dr. Morbius, who tells the team to set a trap at the entrance of the cave. As the trap is set, Morbius slowly goes to the entrance and cuts his hand to lure the creature out. As soon as he does, hundreds of bats come flying out, forcing the entire team to run to the helicopter. But Morbius is the only one standing, waiting for something else. We are then taken back 25 years earlier in Greece, where we see young Michael Morbius being introduced to Lucian by Dr. Emil Nicholas. We quickly learn that both of them suffer from a rare blood disease, and they are in the care of the same doctor. Morbius quickly goes to name him Milo. As the two are talking for the first time, Milo passes out. With his quick thinking, Morbius uses a spring from his pen to fix the machine, and Milo awakens. After what he has done to save Milo, the doctor sees Morbius's potential and intelligence, and shares with him that they'll send him to an exclusive school in New York. After Morbius leaves, we see Milo being harassed by the other boys who beat him down before Dr. Nicholas saves him. Fast forward to the future, we see Morbius has managed to get his degree by the age of 19. He is now known for his effort to cure a blood-borne disease, and because of that, he is awarded a Nobel Prize, but he declines it. He goes back to work, where he is treating a young girl with the same disease as him. Moments later, we see his girlfriend, Dr. Martine Bancroft, who mentions to Morbius about a man named Milo who works with remixing human DNA with bat DNA. Dr. Morbius has been trying to cure himself numerous times with various experiments, but nothing seems to work. We see that he kept the bats from the cave to study them, as he firmly believes they are the cure to his disease. He goes on to test the new serum on a lab rat, but the rat dies. Quickly after, the young girl, Anna, starts having a seizure, and they all rush into her room to stop her from having a stroke. Shortly after, Martine looks at the lab and notices that the lab rat is moving. Together with Morbius, they conclude that the serum works. Afterward, Morbius visits Milo and Dr. Nicholas and informs them about the serum. Morbius and Milo take a walk, and Morbius asks Milo for more money to finish the cure, since it isn't exactly legal to do it. He further explains that the experiment is dangerous, and that he will go away to test it. We then see Morbius on a ship alongside Martine. As they are sure the serum is safe, Martine injects Morbius with the serum and buckles him to prevent anything bad from happening. Moments later, crew members discover that Morbius is gone. They get into the room, and to their surprise, they see Morbius crawling on the ceiling, slowly turning into a monster. The man tries to shoot him, however Morbius attacks him. Morbius has now turned into a monster, breaks the glass, and attacks anyone on his way. After escaping the lab, he eliminates every last survivor on the ship. Afterward, he regains his humanity and quickly realizes that his body is in better shape. Unaware of what happened, he looks at the security tape and sees himself attacking all the members on board. He makes a mayday call, takes a few serums with him, and leaves the ship. The next day, 2 FBI agents arrive at the ship to investigate the scene. The only person alive is Martine, and the agents realize that Morbius has erased all the surveillance tapes. In the meantime, we see Morbius return to the hospital where he consumes blood samples. He realizes that his thirst for blood has made him gain a few strengths, such as super speed and strength. He goes into the bat tank, and the bats immediately consider him their leader. All of a sudden, he feels weak and starts to transform, realizing that artificial blood won't keep him in the state he wants to be. At that moment, Milo appears and helps him by handing him more blood. Seeing that Morbius is cured, Milo requests he get the serum as well. However, Morbius refuses until he has a way to control it. As Martine wakes up in the hospital, the FBI agents approach her and question her about what happened on the ship, but she refuses to answer them. That evening, a nurse is attacked by a monster. Morbius learns about it, indicating that it wasn't him. As he tries to leave, he is confronted by the agents who attempt to arrest him, but he ends up attacking them. He tries to leave, but he is soon faced by the agent who takes him to a detention center. While there, they end up interrogating him about the death of the nurse, but he starts becoming unstable and starts turning into a monster. Later, he is visited by Milo, who leaves him a blood sample, but on his way out, Milo forgets his cane, which makes Morbius realize that Milo has taken the serum and is the one who attacked the nurse. Filled with anger, he transforms into a monster and breaks out, trying to find Milo. Meanwhile, Milo also turns and attacks a man. Morbius ends up confronting him about the serum and asks him to stop, but Milo wouldn't budge, and instead, he attacks Morbius. They end up in a subway station where officers surround them and they try to arrest Milo, but he ends up attacking all of them. Morbius tries to flee, but Milo follows him, trying to fight him. Later, the agents arrive at the station and suggest that Morbius is the one who has done all of that. The next morning, Morbius approaches Martine on the bus and explains to her what happened with Milo. He also asks for her help with the blood, as it isn't enough to keep the monster away. Later that day, he ends up following two men to their lab and asks them to hand it over to him. They refuse and try to attack him, but Morbius attacks back. He quickly gains the lab and continues to develop a serum that will prevent the transformation. In the meantime, Milo is at a nightclub where he meets a girl, but another guy interrupts them and isn't happy with him talking to her. Later that evening, Milo ends up following the man and his friends and slaughters them all. The agents, convinced that Morbius is behind it all, break into his place, but can't find anyone. Morbius and Martine work together at the lab, but Milo watches them from a distance. The next day, the agents review a surveillance camera of the nightclub and see that Milo is the one responsible for the murders. After learning about the incident, Dr. Nicholas confronts Milo and says to him that he is scared of him. They get into an argument, which leads to Milo attacking him. In the meantime, Morbius has finally developed an antibody, which is harmful to his transformed body, and plans to inject Milo and himself with a newly developed poison. Moments later, he receives a call from Nicholas, who is deeply wounded. He rushes to him, but he is too late, and the doctor dies as soon as he arrives. Back at the lab, Milo sneaks in and kidnaps Martine. Due to his superpower, Morbius immediately locates her, only to find her severely injured by Milo. Martine is conscious enough to allow Morbius to suck her blood and go after Milo, but a small drop of his blood falls into Martine's mouth. Filled with anger, Morbius attacks Milo and a fight between them begins. They arrive in an underground tunnel where Morbius calls a horde of bats and uses them against Milo. Once they have surrounded Milo, Morbius injects him with the antibody. He instantly loses his strength and eventually dies. As the police arrive, Morbius flies away, and then we see Martine revived as a vampire. In the post-credits scene of the movie, we see a multiversal portal opening up, and Adrian Toomes ends up in this universe, where he meets up with Morbius, asking him to team up before the movie credits start rolling.